Hey guys, Mano here, and welcome to the channel. I have been going through Facebook Marketplace for the past weeks looking for a good deal on a used motorcycle. I'm sure a lot of you are doing this also because riding season is upon us. And the thought of having a different motorcycle to ride around and tinker with is always exciting, right? As I was going through all the listings, I noticed a lot of Royal Enfield Interceptor 650s in my area for sale at reasonable prices. And I realized this is something that needs to be discussed. In this video, I will be telling you my opinions about buying a used Interceptor 650, what makes it a good choice these days, and what to look out for in a used unit. Stick around because this is a good one. Now, the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, first launched in 2018, quickly became a favorite among riders looking for a budget-friendly, stylish, and torquey twin-cylinder bike. Unlike many older Royal Enfields that were infamous for reliability issues, the 650 Twin is a well-built machine with a dependable engine. It is powered by a 648cc parallel twin producing 47 horsepower and 52 Nm of torque, making it a great middleweight option for city riding, weekend trips, and even some long highway cruising. The air and oil-cooled system keeps things simple, reducing the chances of overheating and excessive maintenance. Now, compared to single-cylinder Enfields, this engine is much smoother, though some vibrations can still be felt at higher RPMs. It's not a high-performance machine like a Japanese inline-4, but its relaxed power delivery and torquey nature make it great for daily use and occasional fun rides. Now, the timeless design and the customization potential of the Interceptor 650 is, well, abundant. The styling is very retro aesthetic, inspired by 1960s British roadsters, with a minimalist look that appeals to many riders, even up to this day. Unlike other models of similar displacement and category, the Interceptor feels modern while still maintaining a vintage charm. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is a huge aftermarket scene for this bike. Based on my personal experience working with a couple of these bikes, of course, from upgraded suspension and exhaust systems to custom paint jobs and seat modifications, there are countless ways to personalize an Interceptor. One major advantage of the Royal Enfield Interceptor is that the servicing is pretty simple. Even if you buy a used Interceptor, maintenance won't break the bank. Basic upkeep includes oil changes every 5,000 kilometers, valve clearance checks every 10,000 kilometers, chain cleaning and adjustment every 1,000 to 2,000 kilometers. Since this bike has been around for several years, online sources for maintenance tips and parts are widely available. Now, as for pricing, when this bike was launched, it shook the motorcycle industry because it offered so much value at a very low price. And if you factor in depreciation, expect a used Interceptor 650 to be even more affordable. However, there are potential downsides of buying a used Interceptor 650. Now, being a solid bike, there are a few things you should watch out for when buying a second-hand unit. The most common issue would be rust and corrosion. Older Interceptors, especially those from the early production years of 2018 to 2020, had some rust problems, particularly in humid climates. Check for rust in these areas like the exhaust pipes and the headers, spokes and wheel rims, frame welds, and foot pegs. Now, if the previous owner didn't take care of it, you might have to replace rusty components, but you can use this to your advantage in bringing the price down a bit. Second would be the stock suspension and brakes are basically just okay. The Interceptor's stock suspension is soft, making it comfortable for city rides but somewhat lacking for aggressive cornering or high-speed stability. Now, the stock braking system is decent, but you might benefit more from better brake pads and an aftermarket brake master cylinder for improved stopping power. Now, of course, when buying a used motorcycle, there will be questionable modifications by the previous owner. Since the Interceptor is popular among custom builders, there's a chance that a second-hand unit might have undergone so-called performance modifications, some good, some questionable. Now, what to check before buying a used Interceptor 650? If you're really serious about buying, here's a pre-purchase checklist to ensure you get a good deal. Number 1, service history and maintenance records. Now, a responsible owner will have a service record showing regular oil changes, valve checks, and so on and so forth. If the seller can't provide this, then be cautious. Second would be the physical inspection. Nothing beats this part. Check for rust in the frame, under the gas tank, pivot joints, and so on and so forth. Suspension components, especially the forks and twin rear shocks, are prone to blowing up seals, especially those that have been ridden hard. Tire and chain are a common issue in used motorcycles. So if tire is like dry rotted, then you can use this to your advantage to lower the price down. And of course, the engine exhaust. Now, start the bike cold, watch for excessive smoke or strange noises. Third would be to test ride the bike. Now check for smooth throttle response. Hesitation or surging could indicate fueling issues. Also, ensure the gears shift smoothly without excessive clunking. And listen for any strange knocking or rattling sounds from the engine. Now, if the used bike that you are looking at exhibits any of these issues, well, you can use them to your advantage again to lower the price, or to be safe, you can always walk away. Now, to answer the question, is a used Interceptor 650 worth it today? Well, it depends. A used Interceptor 650 can be a fantastic buy today, offering a mix of classic style, a fun twin-cylinder engine, and reasonable running cost. If you're a new rider looking to upgrade from your smaller displacement unit, or you're someone considering adding a stylish and relaxed bike to your collection, then this bike might be for you. Now just make sure you inspect it thoroughly and avoid poorly maintained units or heavily abused ones. Now that's all I have for you today. I hope you found this video helpful and consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment below if you have something to add. As always, see you next time. Bye.